What's up, everybody? It's another fun-filled episode of What Did Miketendo Get? Yes, that's right. I come to you and tell you all about the stuff that I got, all the junk, all the games, all the video nonsense. You kids in your video, Alright, this is not a game, but it is really cool. This is Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. Now, this is for those of you who are old like me, remember way back in the day, Nintendo Power, they used to have comics and little like comic strips and mangas and stuff like that. And one of the ones that I loved the most was The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. And this has been released in a trade before, but it's been recently republished. I bought this on Amazon for $12.99. And it was a good deal. It was actually less than retail. This is a fantastic comic strip that is well worth checking out. It is not 100% faithful to the game. In fact, I mean, it takes some of the surroundings and some of the places that you may have been at, but kind of like adds new characters and kinds of gives characterization to characters that may not have had it, like Link talks in this. So it's really good. Like if you're into comics, mangas, graphic novels, whatever, this is excellent. I highly recommend picking it up. All right, we're gonna move on to the games. Now, as far as games go, I am gonna be doing something a little bit different going forward. In past episodes, you may have seen me show off the game, talk a little bit about the price in terms of what I paid for it and what it's worth. Well, I'm still going to talk about what I got it for, but unless it's retail and I got an amazing deal off retail, I'm going to try to not talk about how much something is worth. Because worth is kind of in the eye of the beholder, and I'm kind of getting away from collecting rare stuff because it's rare, or collecting expensive items because they're expensive. Now I'm sifting through my collection again, going through and being like, I own this. Am I ever going to play this? Do I like this game? And I'm sifting through my collection. I think a lot of collectors are going to start doing this because everyone's kind of gone through the whole, I need to get as many games as possible, or I need to get the rarest games. And I think I wouldn't say I'm past that, but I think I'm in a different point in my collection where I just want to collect games that I really enjoy, or try out new games that I've never tried before that I can pick up on the cheap. So I want to try to get away from what things are worth. So with that said, let's go ahead and start. Now, this game has eluded me for some time. This is a high ticket game. It's pretty up there. It's pretty rare too, and it's made by Rare. It's Battletoads and Double Dragon. Now, I actually I got rid of, as I've said, I'm sifting through a bunch of my collection right now and just getting rid of all the extra stuff, all the stuff I don't need. So I ended up trading in an extra system that I just had that I was like, am I ever going to use this? Is there any difference to the other system that I have? No. Why do I have this? So I'm kind of downsizing my collection big time. So as far as this goes, this I picked up with trade money, so I didn't actually pay anything for it, but I believe I paid $50 for it, if I recall, which was a great deal. Definitely a great game, a really hard game. I can get to about the 4th level and then I'm just like, I'm done. I'm tapping out before I break something. So had a lot of fun with it. Great soundtrack, really good soundtrack, so definitely check it out if you can get it for a good price. Next game is Alien Syndrome on the Master System. This game I got for about $5 at one of my local game stores, Retro Games Plus here in Connecticut. And boy, this cover art is not really lining up with the actual game itself. This is a great game. This is one of my favorite Sega arcade games. Really enjoy it. Kind of has that lonely Aliens feel to it, Metroid feel to it. And it's a pretty faithful conversion of the original Alien Syndrome arcade game, but definitely downsized for the Nintendo. But it's probably one of the better versions of this game. So I would recommend checking it out. It's pretty inexpensive. You can get it pretty much anywhere for about $5. And so definitely worth it. The next game is Burai Fighter. Yes, this is a shooter on the NES. This one's actually pretty uncommon. I don't come across this one too often. I paid about $4, and yeah, it's something. It's very difficult, or at least I felt it was pretty difficult. I'm not really a big shooter guy, though. I'm just starting to get into shooters, and I was digging this one when I started playing through it. I was enjoying my playthrough, and by playthrough I mean I couldn't beat the first level, but I really didn't spend that much time on it. So I think that once I really sink my teeth into it, it's going to be a pretty enjoyable game. But yeah, about $4. I'm happy paying that price. Usually I'm happy paying anything less than $10 per game, so I'm okay with that. Next game is Adventure Island. Now, believe it or not, I hadn't owned this one. I have the third one, and I have Super Adventure Island, but I don't have this one. Adventure Island, I got this for $5 as well, if I recall. Yeah, $5. This is a fun little Hudson Soft action platformer game where you just play as Master Higgins, and you have to collect fruit, and you basically have these weapons that you can upgrade to, like the stone hammer and the boomerang and everything, and you get a little skateboard, which is really cool. So Adventure Island's a really cool game. Not my favorite in the series, but still really good. Alright, we're gonna jump ahead and talk about some rapid fire games real quick. Now these games I paid not that much for. I got Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands for about $3. I love the Prince of Persia trilogy on the GameCube. Those are some great games. I haven't played the third one yet I own it, which is weird. This one, if I recall, picks up from where the other ones left off. So it skips that remake one that came out on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So this one kind of goes back to the original storyline, I believe, with the original Prince. Picked this up for, like I said, $3, and it's totally worth it. I know there's a difference between this version and the Xbox 360 version, though I haven't seen much of a difference. I always prefer to get stuff on Nintendo platforms, so this one probably just doesn't have as good graphics as far as that goes, but I believe that there's some slight gameplay changes as well, because you do play with the Wiimote. But I'm excited to try it out. I think it'll be really cool. Next game is Punch-Out! Now this was actually a mislabeled game. I got it for, I think it was, whoops, well, I'll tell you right now, the receipt just popped out. I had $7 in credit, so I paid $8.45, paid $14.95 in total, but like I said, $7 of that was credit. Punch-Out! I have not played this Wii version of the game. Big fan of the original Punch-Out! Game on the NES. Not a big fan of the Super NES one. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. But everyone's told me to pick this one up to check it out, and I got it for a good price, so I figured I'd check it out. Next game is Heavenly Guardian on the Wii. Now this one, I don't know if I'm gonna keep or not, if I'm gonna hold on to it, because I've heard such really bad things about it, and I don't know why. It looks really cool. It actually is very similar to Pocky and Rocky from what I've heard. I have not sat down and played it yet, but from what I've heard, it's a poor man's Pocky and Rocky. As far as that goes, I'm okay with that. I think that people should be willing to give these types of games a chance, and I got it for $1. $1. Yeah. I mean, if I lost $1 on this, whatever. I could probably trade it in somewhere else and get my $1 back, but I figured it's $1. Why not? Check it out. Old school Pocky and Rocky action. If it's good, it's good. If it sucks, oh well, whatever. I picked up Golden Axe. Yeah, Golden Axe. This is complete, and it's in really good shape. Now, this is the Sega Classics version, which is dumb. It's like when Konami put like the best of on the top of their game, and then they put the actual game and the cover of everything in a border itself. I don't know, really dumb. I hate it when companies do that. But the game itself is in pretty top-notch shape. Manual is pretty crisp, pretty clean. Didn't really see anything wrong with it. Oh, actually, now that I open it up, I see that there's some staining of the staples, which probably means that there's a little bit of water damage in there, but whatever, what can you do? I'm a big fan of the Golden Axe series. I think they're a lot of fun, and I didn't own this one. I used to have it on the Sega, the 6-pack. I used to have it on there, and for whatever reason I traded that to somebody or whatever, sold it. So I figured, you know what, why not pick up Golden Axe. I paid $10 for this, and it was well worth it. I mean, Golden Axe is a classic game, so I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Okay, now I'm going to show you these, and yes, they are... Alright, there's not really any words that I can give right now. I'm just going to show you and tell you how awesome this is, and then explain. My cat's rustling through something. Stop it. Okay, Contra on the NES. Faxanadu on the NES. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. RoboCop on the NES. POW Prison of War on the NES. These are some of my favorite games on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, why am I bringing this up? Why am I showing you these complete games? Well, I'll tell you. I had all of these games loose. All of them. Recently I've been trying to get boxes and manuals for things, just really trying to hone in on that as my specialty for games that I really love. I don't want every game box and manual, just the games I really, really love. And so POW Prisoner of War, I've reviewed this one. You guys can check it out. I think it was like a season 2 episode of Dude, You Haven't Played This Game. This was just the box and manual that I got, and I paid $8 for it, for the box and manual. RoboCop, I paid $5 for the box. I already had the manual in the game. Ninja Turtles, I paid $8 for the box. There is no manual. I already own the game. Faxanadu, box, and actually no, I already owned the manual. So Faxanadu with the box was $8. Contra on the NES, just the manual actually. I already had the box and I had the game, so I just needed the manual, and I got that for I think also like $3, $5, something like that. So all in all, a really good haul of the NES stuff, just to kind of complete my collection and kind of, you know, add some bulk to the boxed games. I mean, I had a couple boxed games and, you know, liked them and everything, and it was great. It was games that I really, really enjoyed, or games that I was planning on, you know, reviewing in the future, like Wizards and Warriors 3. But these are games that I've had manuals for in most cases, but didn't have boxes, or had games and manuals, or rather had the game and the box but no manual. So you're gonna see that that's a bit of a pattern here, that I'm usually missing something because I just buy it, and if I can get the other parts to it later, then by all means I'll do it. Case in point, Hybrid Heaven N64. This is just the box. I got this for free. My buddy John Carlo hooked me up with this, so thank you. This was awesome that he did this. I had the game. Actually, it was the original game that I had owned, but I don't know what happened. I lost the box and manual. So I'm super glad that I have this box now. Now I just need to find a manual. And Castlevania 64 box. Finally, I'm able to complete this game. I've had the game and the manual probably about 5 years, and I've been looking for the box for a very, very long time. Finally found a box in decent shape. This box I think I paid $10 for, and I'm okay with that. I've seen the box and the game and everything complete for $20, and I don't want to go through the hassle of selling stuff on eBay and then buying games and then mixing and matching. Just give me what I need and let it be that. So that's that. The next game is Dragon's Revenge. This is complete. It's in really good shape. The manual is in pristine condition, and the game itself is really clean. The contacts on it are very clean, and had some time to sit down with this one and play it. I've never played it before, but I figured, you know what, I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a shot. I paid about $12 for it overall, complete in box. It's an interesting little action pinball game. I was enjoying my playthrough of Dragon's Revenge. Didn't get very far, didn't really win. I'm actually really terrible at these video pinball games, but I enjoy them. They're a lot of fun, and this is probably one of the better ones. I've heard this is better on the TurboGrafx 16, but or rather the PC Engine CD or whatever. So you guys will have to be the judge for that one, because I don't know. Now, along with Dragon's Revenge, I also picked up Streets of Rage 3, complete in the box. I've been looking for this one a long time for a decent price. And you know what, to be honest, I paid a little bit more than I wanted to on this one. I paid, in terms of like how much the actual item was, I paid about $69, which, but, I had a bunch of store credit that I used, so I really only paid about $20 for this out of pocket, approximately. So really not that bad. The box is in freaking amazing shape. The game is also in good shape. It has a black and white manual. I didn't know if this game came with a manual, like a color manual, like the whole manual being in color. I'm not sure, so I'm not as familiar with re-releases on the Genesis aside from Castlevania Bloodlines, which I know got a Majesco reprint with the cardboard box instead of the hard case. But this came with the hard case, tabs in good shape, the game plays great. It's a really fun game. I hadn't actually ever played Streets of Rage 3 until I bought it. So I'm very, very happy with my purchase, despite it being a little bit more than I wanted to pay. But all in all, I think it's worth it in the end, because now I have the first one and the third one, and I just need the second one to complete my collection. Alright, the next game is actually a pickup that I did with somebody online, and they were nice enough to put it in a little like video case type thing. This is Breath of Fire 2 on the Super Nintendo, and it also comes with the instruction manual, and it comes with a really cool poster, which I will unfold and show you. Really cool stuff. So, I have wanted this game for a really long time, and so I'm glad I got it finally. As far as how much I paid, for all this I only paid about $50. I am looking for the box, and so yeah, I'd really like to get the box for this, that way I can complete it and make it all nice and pretty and shiny in my collection. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things where I'll find it down the road, just like I always do, and when I do, I'll have it, and then I'll have a complete copy. But until then, I've got about 75% of it, and that's okay with me. Alright, now this one, I had to sell about 4 games on eBay to get the value of this game, so that way I can buy it. And so, here it is. Sengoku Blade. This is a really cool shooter, starring a very busty ninja samurai woman girl. Actually, she's like a priestess or something like that. And each character in the game plays, you know, pretty much the same. They have slight differences, but this is a really cool shooter, and it's a little short. I got about 75% through it. I couldn't beat one of the later ended bosses, but I'd like to sit down and play through it. Now, I don't know if this is a bootleg or not, and maybe some of you can answer this. If you look here, it's misspelled, and I'm thinking that it might honestly be a bootleg, or at least the cover art and everything might be a bootleg, because it's in really good condition. And maybe it's just a misspelling, I don't know. It's the Japanese version of the game, so it very well could be. As far as the game, it is complete. The disc is actually in my Sega Saturn, and it does have a manual that goes with it and everything. There's also a second disc, which has a bunch of like fan art and stuff, kind of like ecchi hentai type fan service type stuff for the main character, because boobs. So I got introduced to this game by Kid Shuriken, who's a YouTuber out there. Go check out his review, it's really good. It actually inspired me to do a potential review on this in the future, but I'm actually interested in doing a review on the full trilogy. Whether or not that's actually going to happen, I don't know, because these games are pretty pricey for the most part, but I got the most expensive one out of the way, and it's a nice little, oh, hi there, cat. Hi, Zelda. It makes a nice addition to my import Sega Saturn collection. Hi, again. But I figured I'd show you. The first one is Pit. Yes, yes, Zelda. Yes, the Amiibo. I've been looking for this one for a really long time. I ended up trading a King DDD for it, which I'm totally happy with because I have wanted this one. This one and Captain Falcon I've wanted for a really, really long time, and I'm glad that I got them. You are just being very invasive today. And the last one is an Amazon exclusive. Yes, I just recently got Palutena, and for both of these I paid $12.99 because King DDD was retail. Whoa, could have been dangerous. King DDD was retail, and this was retail as well because this was on Amazon, so $12.99 for each of these. I'll plan on selling them, trading them. I'm very happy with them. That's going to do it for this episode of What Did Miketendo Get? Stay tuned, there will be more on the way. I'm going on vacation next week, so there will be very little activity next week. However, when I come back, there will be tons of cool stuff that you guys are going to be able to check out, including a special episode of Dude, You Haven't Played This Game. Yes, I know already. Like, wow, that was fast. If you haven't checked out the latest episodes, please do take a look at them, like, comment, subscribe if you like them. And also the latest episodes of Pixel Tunes Radio, I think you guys will really dig those. The last episode that we just did, which was episode 41, was a really fun episode to do. It was a episode where we picked, Ed and I picked 6 tracks each, and it's kind of like a fan pick, like a battle of the songs, and you get to pick, you get to vote. So the voting ends tomorrow, on Friday, the 1st, right? The 1st or the 31st? I don't know. What's tomorrow? The 30th? No, today's the 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st. Yes, so the 31st. So if you're watching this and it's before the 31st or during the 31st, go to the video, tell us what you thought, tell us who you thought won each little category, and if you're like whatever, or it's too late, then go watch the episode anyways and listen to it and tell us what you can think. I'm gonna go ahead and pet this kitty forever now because she is being a real spotlight hog. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh, I know, it's so hard. It's so hard. Do you wanna say goodbye to everybody? You wanna say goodbye? Huh? You wanna say goodbye?